I am not able to download the Android test package in my Android phone. The app is not getting installed. I tried many times in different phones. Please help. So level 6, week 1, day 6, and I think this was the setup for Android SDK, NDK, and JDK. And I have a few ideas as to what you can do. So chances are whenever this issue pops up, the main issue is either with your SDK not being installed properly, or you're using the incorrect version of your NDK. Hope the screen is visible. So this is basically the level 6 week 1 day 6 video itself. So just a few things that I want to take you through that to check before testing it out again. Firstly, this setup, I tried it out yesterday itself with all these check marks of. I went through this entire lecture again, the 29-minute lecture of lesson 2 for day 6, and I set it up again on a fresh laptop. And for me, it worked, and we tested it out on a Google Pixel 7, which has the latest Android version, and everything is pretty new, Android 13, and it worked quite well on that. So I don't think this setup has any issues overall, but a few recommendations that I can kind of give you guys in case you're still struggling with some things is to firstly, within your Android Studio settings, just make sure that you have the 29.0.3 checked, you have 28.0.2 checked, and also make sure that to check the other two versions of 29. So check 29.0.2 and check 29.0.1 as well. So I think in this video I have just picked these two versions. That's it, right? Ah. So since I've just picked these two versions, I also recommend you guys to select point 0.3 and point 0.1. You can leave 28.3 alone. That's all you pretty much need for setting it up with Unreal Engine. Also make sure Android Studio 4.0 is there. Of course, that's important. Then coming to the SDK versions, or sorry, NDK versions, and also one more question to add on to the current question with respect to the Android test package doubt. Please let us know whether you're using Unreal Engine 5.0.3 or you're using Unreal Engine 5.1, because the setups do vary between those two versions. Yeah. So if it's related to 5.0, 5.1.1, then the setup for SDK and NDK will change to a different setup. But the setup for 5.0.3 works with any version of Android. So once again, for 5.0.3, you have to make sure to select 21.1.6352462, and this version basically, and this is the only version that will work with 5.0.3. For 5.1.1, if I remember correctly, it is, I think you had to select number 23. So 23.1 or 23.2, if you select this two for NDK, then it would be compatible for Unreal Engine 5.1.1. And again, with each new version of Unreal Engine that comes out, it will automatically change the SDK, NDK, and the JDK respectively for all those three. So just make sure that you're using 5.0.3 for this entire SDK, NDK setup, and everything else should work quite well. This is all I wanted to cover, and you can directly install all your components